YOLO, my fellow human beings, and welcome to episode 143 of The Best Blessed Life. I'm your best host, Kristen, and today's topic is, hey, that's that me Espresso Cupcake. Before we get started, I want to thank you all for watching. Please continue to watch, comment, share, like, subscribe, ring that bell, and please pass them on to anyone you think they would help. With that being said, here's our list of things to do today. We're going to go over our daily compliments really quick and then it's all about balance. That's what this channel is all about. And I'm going to do that today by giving you something that's not as healthy as last time. And I'm going to review that too, hopefully, if I remember. And then we're making an espresso brownie cupcake with coffee buttercream. Yeah, not healthy. So you could make them healthier by making them mini ones. That would be something, and only eating like one. That would be helpful. I wanted to use my new cupcake. Okay. So let me go over these compliments really quick, super duper fast. And then we'll go from there. So we're starting with the 7th of March. Talking to you is like a breath of fresh air. The 8th, you are the bravest person I know. The 9th, I love working with you. The 10th, your energy is infectious. The 11th, you're so kind, you make everyone around you better. The 12th, I love how you can turn even the simplest situation into something fun. Ooh, that was a mouthful. 13th, I want to be the president of your fan club. The 14th, you set such a good example for your kids. The 15th, you are irreplaceable. The 16th, I love your confidence. 17th, I'm proud of how far you've come. The 18th, everyone needs a friend like you. The 19th, I love that I can count on you no matter what. And today's, you are more amazing than you realize. Ta-da. All right. I'm going to go over the ingredients for the cupcakes real quick, and then I will walk you through the steps. So it is a half a cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla, half cup flour, half cup cocoa powder, a quarter teaspoon of salt. Oh God, almost said a quarter cup of salt. Quarter teaspoon, and 1 tablespoon of instant espresso powder, and then a quarter cup of milk. And then I have a substitution for that, and I'll get to that in a second. But the buttercream is a half a cup of butter softened. Hopefully ours is softened by then. 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of instant espresso dissolved in 1 tablespoon hot water. I dissolved mine in milk instead. 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk so that you can thin it out. And then we're going to go from there because I forgot to preheat. So that's the first thing I do. So it's going to make a lovely sound. And this one starts out over here on the stove. So this is going to melt. And then we're going to add our 1 cup of sugar. Our butter is melted, and then we're supposed to take it off the heat. I just read it. Remove from heat and stir in sugar until well combined. Okay, I think we can just turn it off. But yeah, I will move it over here so it doesn't. All right, and then we're going to stir in our sugar. That would have been some pretty sour, bitter brownies without that sugar. Okay, so we're stirring till well combined. Let me show you what it looks like right now. Looks like applesauce. Yeah. Sugary, buttery goodness. Okay. So I'm stirring, and oh my gosh, this smells so good. I would almost take this to brown butter, but I think that might be a little overkill with all the other flavors going on, because we're talking about balance. We want a good amount of balance in our life. And I made a really good and healthy thing the last few times. Oh my gosh, let me tell you a bit about the blueberry protein pancake bread. So good. I did drizzle it with a little bit of syrup, and I did brush some maple syrup on the top of it. So I loved it. going to be making it again. And I'm thinking about doing maybe different fruits as well. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Okay, I don't know how well stirred this is going to get because it just seems like the butter just keeps, you know, keeping it loose in there. A little bit of a grease layer there. But we are about to pour in the eggs. At some point I am going to show you, since the price of eggs is so extremely high, a little substitution you can use, and I found it to be the healthiest and the most, it doesn't add a flavor to whatever you're cooking, you know, like Greek yogurt or applesauce would do, because those are egg substitute replacements. But a flaxseed water combo works wonders. And it doesn't add any additional flavor, just a toastiness, really. You could even toast your flaxseed, probably. Okay, so I think that's well blended, and I don't know about the heat and what happens when you, add eggs to this. Because it just says beat in eggs one at a time. It doesn't say anything about let cool. How is this not going to scramble? So needless to say, I did make a healthy breakfast. I even treated it like a dessert. Honestly, it was that good. Okay, you know what? Stirring this a little more is actually helping butter incorporation. So I'm going to go a little bit long. But so that would be a good replacement for the eggs here. Yeah, it's working a lot better. Woohoo! Glad I didn't jump the gun. I just don't want scrambled eggs. Everybody does. Not in their baked goods anyway. So let's just start. Okay. I had another recipe where we cooked like the main part of it, and I cannot remember what it was. All right, so I wanted to make. I don't want it to scramble in here where I have to start all over. Okay. Mix, 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 mixy mix, mixy mix, mix. That's the technical term for that, guys. Mixy mix, mixy mix, mixy mix. Please don't scramble. You're scaring me. It doesn't say anything about taking it out of the pan or nothing. I think we're in the clear. I'm gonna say I was a little nervous about it. Each one is supposed to be well combined, I think. It said beat. The picture of these cupcakes is gorgeous, but I don't think I would go that route. I'm just going to spread it on there. But they, piped it on. It's your preference if you'd like. I will share the link to this recipe. Come on, pop, 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 pop. There we go. I think I forgot to measure my vanilla too, because that's not vanilla, that's coffee. Wow, Chris, you're just on a roll. Just stir in that next. Okay. Oh, on the back to the blueberry bread for one more second. I did really appreciate the pecans on the top. The added yummy flavor. As I talk like a robot. Okay. Apparently, me checking my list twice did nothing for my preparedness. Because why would it? And it is 1 teaspoon. Oh, oops, a little extra spilled. I hate when that. Gosh. Oh, darn. I just love vanilla. Come on, come on, come on. I want to say a warm welcome to my new subscribers. Thanks for joining up. I appreciate your support. And to all my other subscribers, I love you. I really, really do. You guys make this worth my effort. Okay. In a separate bowl, I whisked together I don't know why I have everything over now. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what I did with the milk is I took out a tablespoon of the milk so I could put in a tablespoon of coffee. So, right? One might say. More coffee the better if you are a fan like myself. Okay. The next thing we're supposed to do is, come on, gradually add dry to the wet. Okay. Do that. I don't know. I love, and I want to do that friendly reminder that every recipe I make for you, I make for the very first time. So I love, this was my youngest's idea. She wanted me to make these, and she came up with the title. She's a big Sabrina Carpenter fan, so if you're wondering where that all came from, that is how that all started. I was getting worried. I'm like, it's not very chocolatey, but I didn't realize. I have no patience. I like that this doesn't have a lot of flour in it, though. It only has a half a cup, so that's definitely something. And I do use gluten-free flour. So I really love it. I really love it. For the most part, it's been not much change. I don't notice. There was a couple things I baked that I was attributing to the flour, but I also feel like I can attribute to my stove a little bit. She's not that old, but she's being kind of a stinker, I feel like. I don't think she keeps temperature. I don't want to decide. Keeps the temperature very. Oh, it's starting to get thick. Just want to make sure it's getting incorporated. It doesn't feel like stirring it in a saucepan is very productive. Like, I have this bowl set aside here. I'm almost thinking I might. I want to make sure it gets mixed well, and I just don't. And I'm really trying to figure out how many cupcakes this is supposed to make, because it doesn't seem like it's going to be a lot of batter either. So, trying to get it. Yeah, see, it's really not stirring very well in the pan. So I'm going to get that out as much as I can. There's a lot of goodies in. Plus, I think it'll help cool down batter even more. I just feel like I lost potential. Good stuff. Bottom. That's not to say my pans couldn't use an upgrade, you know? I've had them for a very long time. Help me stir better. Who knows? All right. Mix. Gotta make some sort of noise. Anyway, back to balance. What do most people find the most frustrating about like their journey of weight loss, or at least, you know, trying to live a healthier life, is finding that balance. And it's okay to, I hate when they call it cheating. And I know in some people's mentality that actually helps them. And that I'm not poo-pooing that at all by any means. But I find it that if you just say it is part of my diet, that I give myself a donut every once in a while or something. I don't know. I just don't want, some people feel guilty. And then I don't, the guilt factor sometimes deters people from, you know, what they're trying to accomplish. So I don't know. It's a mixed bag, I guess. I was just trying to give, you know, another perspective of how to look at, you know, how you eat and what you eat and how well-rounded is everything. How colorful are your plates, you know? That's like the most helpful thing I can tell you is like portion control is important, really important. And then also how colorful your plate is and how proportioned everything is. I know I talked about this a couple times. So I say that this is your vegetable, and I like to spread my fingers out. How much vegetable? And then I do, now. I can't even think. So this is your grains. This is your meat. And then this is your vegetable, I think. Golly. You know, personal trained for a while. It just becomes ingrained in you after a while, and you notice like how you load your plate is conducive to the most, you know. I don't mind having mac and cheese every once in a while, but I just want a little bit on the plate, you know. Okay, so I got that all mixed together. And then add in milk until batter is smooth. Then do the cake liners. Okay. Well, here goes our coffee milk. Because everybody, I gotta tell you, if you're not adding coffee to your brownies, you're missing something. Seriously. It just does it makes such a difference. It really brings out that chocolate flavor. Now, if you're making it for kids, I understand. You don't want them necessarily hopped up on coffee. But it is something to consider to make your brownies have a richer flavor. Sorry. When you add that milk, it sure makes it, you know, like you really have to do quite a bit of oh my gosh, that smells so good. You know, there's so much you can do with a brownie. Like there's so many different flavors you can add. Do like a cheesecake one. We could even do that. I have that pre-made Philadelphia cream cheese cheesecake filling. Yummy. Anyway, back to the whole diet thing. I think there's, you know, a happy medium to be had. I really don't want people to feel bad just because maybe they took a step back. Okay. I think it's smooth. I think it's smooth. Let me give you a shot here. So smooth. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, then we're going to fill our, I don't know, it's not very thick, I would say. It is supposed to be a cupcake, though, so I guess that's where the, you know, I'm thinking thick fudgy brownie. That happened before. You didn't see a thing. They don't really sit in there until you put something in. So I gotta go back. Get a liner. Okay, here we go. And then we're supposed to fill these 2/3. Oh, sorry. I'm just, Okay, we're supposed to fill them 2/3 full. So I have my big guy here. And then I think one is going to be plenty, but I just want to double check. Get it. This is one thing I can't stand about filling the cupcake liner thing. Okay, I'm going to fill each one with one, and then I'm going to go from there. I would say that's about 2/3 full, but we'll see when I don't know how, again, I don't know how many it's supposed to make. So I want to get at least them all filled and I'll back in. All right, my people, here they are, and barely 12. Barely. Like, I could have easily had solid 11, but I split it. I could easily have taken a little bit off each, I guess, but it is what it is. So, if you're going to make this recipe for a crowd, make sure you use that multiplier button. A lot of them have nowadays. Oh, these are going to cook for 18 to 20 minutes. And then we allow them to cool. All the good fun stuff before we frost. But while we're waiting for that to happen, oh, I'm gonna soften my butter. But we're gonna make our buttercream frosting. So they had us soak the. Okay, so buttercream recipe is 2 cups powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of instant espresso dissolved in 1 tablespoon of water, and I used milk. And then I just let it sit. And then there's 1 to 2 tablespoons of water, but milk there. And this is our powdered sugar. I'm gonna soften my butter in the bowl, because the first thing we need to do is soften butter in a large bowl until creamy. So there you go. Okay. So yeah, I was a little disappointed by how much batter that made. And I should have known better, because it didn't look like a lot. So I'm a little disappointed. But one of the little ones could be the sample one that we'll be trying later. Yeah, I'm very excited, because you know how much I love coffee and all its accoutrement, and that they make so many different things now. Got this batter everywhere. I guess I could have had 12 solid ones had I just, not gotten it all over the counter. Hello. I could have got 12 totally normal sized ones had I done that. But anyway. Well, the softening is more like a melting. I wasn't really supposed to do, but all right. We're going to fluff it up. I don't know exactly what that means, but we're supposed to soften it until creamy. So I guess that is what I'm doing. I gave it a little extra help by melting it more than just softening, but that's all right. I just kind of want it to not be, to see the lumps. You don't want your frosting to be lumpy. And technically, I never remember to do this, and I wish more recipes would mention the fact that you should probably, sift your powdered sugar. And I can't, because because I would be amiss if I didn't do that. All right, I don't think this is getting any less, what do I want to say? Lumpy. But you could just take this guy, pour your powdered sugar in there. Once you get your one, that was weird. Oh, it's still in there. Like a piece of plastic. Okay. You just put that. Get the spatula out. There we go. All right, and then really get it out of the way. I think I actually made it worse. How is that possible? I don't want to lose any of my. Perfect. And we're just gonna shimmy shake it in there. All right, you can get out of the way now. I just had nowhere to put it. I find powdered sugar a conundrum of some sort, I feel like. First of all, I feel like every time I pour it out of the bag and into my, storage container, I just feel like it flies everywhere. And yet, when you get it out of the bag, it like clumps together. So, huh? How does that work? I think I was supposed to. Yeah, gradually add. Okay. So we got a system here that's working, I think. And seeing as how I missed, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have me add vanilla to the frosting. I realize it's supposed to be coffee flavor, but I do feel like I've added vanilla in the past. I could be mistaken. So, how or what, hopefully, have I said things that helped you, that don't make you feel bad about whatever steps you're taking, whatever goals you're trying to accomplish? Find the balance. Like if it's frustrating you, take a break. That's your body's way of saying slow down or get off of this crap for a minute, Think about something else. Maybe whatever else you're going to think about is a progress to your goal. It's just a sidestep or two. I find that happens. Like your body just goes, you know what? Shut up and sit down. Just sit down. And I try and listen, but it doesn't always work. And yeah, and sometimes I am sitting down and it's still not working, but that's a story for another day. But you've got to find that. Rest is just as important to progress as the steps you take forward. You can't let your mental health be determined by, your lack of willingness to take a rest. If that makes any sense whatsoever. It's all part of the process. Truly. I wouldn't say it if I didn't believe it to be true. Coming from someone who has chronic pain pretty much always, it is vital that I get rest and take breaks. And I might not move as fast as some people, but I'm on a mission. So, I'm taking those breaks so that I'm not completely shut down. Which can happen. You can overload. So there's the balance in your mental health, is making sure that whatever it is you're doing, be mindful that when your brain tells you it's exhausted, maybe I should pay. I know I should pay. But I also feel like sometimes it fools me and says, you know, you need a break. And I really don't want one. Not that I don't need one, I just don't want one at the time. Powdered sugar got. Oh, damn. Just weird, because this container, I swear, was not wet. Double checked it myself. So, take those breaks. It's okay. There's nothing to feel guilty about. Everybody has different, you know, breaking points. But nobody should get to those breaking points. Because if you're not the one telling yourself to slow down, then hopefully you have people in your corner that say, hey, now. It's a system. It takes a village. Even as adults, it takes a village. This is okay. So we're at good combined, I would say. And now we're going to add our dissolved espresso. Hopefully we'll get it all out. You know what? Like there's a bowl over there that's still draining. I need to get all of that. So let me go grab my knife from earlier. Or my little baby. Got a little baby spatula. Yeah, there's a lot of goodness in there. That was a heaping. Open. Okay. All right. Oh, I got so many dishes. All right. Gonna incorporate this. Oh my gosh, the color changed so dramatically. Oh, it smells so good. I have powdered sugar all over my freaking counter. Okay. Getting nice and smooth. The next thing that's going to happen is we're going to add our milk. She says 1 tablespoon at a time, just to see if you really need it. Like maybe you appreciate the consistency the way it is. Which I'm not mad about. I don't know if okay. I see a lot of butter still kind of not completely incorporated. So I think I want to add the milk just for that reason. But it's such a pretty color. I know my camera's a little off on there, but I can't sneak. Okay. Very similar to the one I made for the banana brownies. I guess I'm stuck in brownie mode, but those are really more of a blondie, if you ask me. Okay. Yeah, see, the butter still needs to, you know, kind of do its thing. I'm going to add, I'm not even going to go with a tablespoon. I'm just going to go with a couple dribbles. Because it's already a decent consistency. And I'll mess it up, you know? Okay. Well. Okay. Perfect. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, look at that. Put it on the spatula and show you. Look at that. Sorry. It's so creamy. Look. Can't really tell color-wise. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Just trying to get, I see a couple more And you can tell this is not a ton of frosting either. So keep that in mind. I think you're just going to, oh, I see a lot of, you're just going to want to at least double it. But yeah, it's so nice texture, such a nice texture. So smooth. The flavor, as I get it everywhere. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay. All right, hey guys, I kind of mad at myself because I didn't follow my own rule about keeping them in the oven for, oven cool down a little bit because they've kind of sunk a little bit. So I'm going to put them back in and hope for the best, but they're not the most like risen. I understand they're supposed to be brownies, so hopefully this will help them finish up. But I think I'm going to let y'all go so that I can get cleaned up. I did most anyway. And make sure you are following me on Facebook at Kristen Haas, KristinHass, on Instagram at The Best Blessed Life, on Twitter at The Best Blessed Life, but life, the I is replaced by a 1. And I'm on TikTok as well. But for the life of me, I don't know what the handle is. I think it's The Best Blessed Life as well. It might have some, but I think you can search my name and I should come up. Okay, so make sure you follow me because that's where I share all the end results. So I take pictures and I post them to my story. They're usually in my daily story where I put my daily compliments. They're called Spread the Kindness. And every day I put something positive up there to get everybody moving on the right foot. They're usually post by 9:30. I have an alarm set and everything, and sometimes I just turn off the alarm and go about my day and completely forget. But I do usually do them every day. So with that being said, I think that about wraps it up. I so appreciate you all. Recurring subscribers and ongoing subscribers, a better word, and new subscribers. I appreciate you all. I thank you so very much for joining me. Please join me again. And with that being said, I want you to have a good day. Go do great things. Be your best self. And please live your best blessed life. Thanks for watching.